A mother who lost her son to gang violence is now on videotape confronting progressive LA District Attorney Gascon over his soft on crime policies. She claims he has more sympathy for her son's killer than for her son. Let's bring in criminal defense attorney and federal litigator Vikas Bajaj. Vic, great to have you on. I want to play that soundbite again from the mom because it was so compelling, her going after Gascon. And it seems like Gascon, because he's going to be out of office in November, is more emboldened to really kind of stick behind his policies. Watch.
My child was killed by a gang member, and you had more sympathy for that gang member than my child who was killed in front of my home. Can you explain to me? Because I've been looking for you for 4 years.
And his response, Vic, was they've been trying the same thing for 100 years in the United States. We can't just keep throwing people in jail. But if you don't, you've got what this woman says is her son being killed in front of her house. And we see it all over the country.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. And unfortunately, this play is going to be on rewind and replay over and over until these prosecutors are elected out of office or recalled. Now, what this victim's mother is saying is essentially, in legal and government terms, you're not there to make the law. You're there to enforce the law.
Right.
And on December the 7th of 2020, when DA Gascon came into office and he said, hey, my first thing is get rid of strike enhancements, get rid of gang enhancements, gun enhancements. Trace, you have to understand, you can have a principal assault that may be a slap on the wrist or a minor prison sentence, but if there's a gun involved, that can go up to 10 or 20 or 25 years to life and enhancement. Those are out the door. So this victim's mother is right on point, saying, hey, do your job, don't make the law, and refuse to enforce it.
Enforce the law. Criminals know that DAs are soft on crime. Here's this video. This comes from Emeryville, which is up by Oakland, California. So it's an Apple store. A guy goes in, he steals as many phones as he can possibly rip off at the Apple store. And the capper of this whole thing, Vic, is he walks out and there is a police car right where he walks out. He just keeps going, no consequences. He's still on the run, and he will do this again, or his gang will do this again and again and again.
Without a shadow of a doubt, and that's why the Department of Justice is looking at these cases and saying on a federal level, we're going to start putting all these things together, and then we're going to have indictments of retail theft, conspiracy, individuals who came into the country specifically to do that. There are two outlining things on that. Number one, an advertisement for those joggers or sweats. It's like a clown car. How many phones could he fit in there without it falling apart? And number two, the entitlement of an individual like that to prance in, supposedly unarmed, right in front of a police car. He's probably upset he didn't get a ride home.
Because they know the consequences are nil. Oakland had a crime community protest. Here is a city council member.
We're in an emergency situation, and we need all the help we can get from government.
They've lost their football team, Vic, their baseball team, well, not yet baseball team, their basketball team. Companies are keeping the employees in for lunch. The businesses are going under because of crime in Oakland. And there is no solution on the horizon.
Well, this district attorney, enforcing law is the role of a district attorney in any jurisdiction throughout our fine union. She's only been behind the helm since last year, around June. What do you think it's going to look like in the future? And it's heart-wrenching for the people who live in Oakland. What do you have to look forward to? It's almost an exodus and a race to the freeways to get out of the city, unfortunately, for many natives.
Real estate prices, everything is dropping in Oakland. It is a beautiful city, and it is really heartbreaking to see this. Vikas Bajaj, great to have you on as always. Thank you.